There is something they are not telling you about this China's Deepseek AI model. And this is going to be the focus of this new development from China. So what exactly is this R1 Deepseek R1 model? So I'm going to take you through some of its features and why it matters. First of all, I'm going to define what is Deepseek AI, and let me start by saying that this has been described as a Sputnik moment by AI gurus like Mark Anderson. So this is a groundbreaking open source AI model coming from China. This development was called a Sputnik moment because, much like the Soviet Union's launch of the Sputnik in 1957, this new development has also shook the United States. And Deepseek R1 is forcing a major reassessment of who leads in AI technology. For so many years, companies like OpenAI and Anthropic were seen as the clear frontrunners. But Deepseek R1 has changed the narrative. This is by delivering a cutting-edge AI at a fraction of the usual cost. So now let us explore what is this, why is this an important or a significant development. So what exactly is Deepseek R1? Now this is an AI language model from China that competes with some of the best AI models developed in the US. What is astonishing about this development is its cost effectiveness. You can see the figures of less than or around 6 million versus the billions that have been spent on programs like ChatGPT. So while OpenAI and other Western AI companies have spent billions trying to develop models like GPT-4, Deepseek R1 was reportedly built for under $6 million. And even more surprising is that China managed this without latest NVIDIA chips. This is because of trade wars or trade policies between the two countries. And it raised a big question about AI development costs and global competition. Let us now look at some of the interesting features of this model. Now, one of the most interesting aspects of Deepseek R1 is that it's a distilled language model. So instead of being trained from scratch on massive amounts of data, it uses a technique called language distillation. This means that it learns from larger, more powerful models like the GPT-4 or Meta LLMA, simply by observing how they respond to questions and problems. Then it is essentially doing what we call mimicking the output of these larger models without and making it highly efficient without needing the same level of computational power. So this technique helps to reduce the cost of developing and running this model. So another key advantage is that it is cost effective and accessible. Unlike many high-end AI models that require data centers full of GPUs, Deepseek R1 can run on much simpler hardware For example, its smaller versions can operate on a standard laptop, while a larger version can run on a powerful desktop with a consumer-grade GPU. Now, this makes this AI technology more available to small businesses. Researchers can also use it, and even hobbyists who want to experiment without investing in more expensive infrastructure. So another feature of this model is that R1 is that aspect of being open source. It is available to the public, and it reduces hidden biases and filters. So developers can engage in this development and make their innovations using this resource. And this is a stark contrast to proprietary models like OpenAI, which are closed off from the public scrutiny. The ability to openly examine and modify AI model could accelerate innovation while ensuring fairness. Why does this matter? So we have the first point here. Deepseek is significantly better because it lowers the barriers to entry. It has a lower barrier to entry or adoption of AI. So right now, using advanced AI models often means subscribing to cloud-based services run by major tech companies. This locks smaller businesses and researchers into expensive plans and limits customization. So smaller businesses can make use of this innovation. It reduces the dependency on big tech firms while also ensuring that privacy and control over data is maintained. Then what impact does it have on the AI industry? So from a business point of view, Deepseek R1 represents a major challenge to the US AI firms. So companies like OpenAI and Google have spent years building proprietary AI models that they monetize through API services and cloud-based subscriptions. If open source models like Deepseek R1 offer similar performance at a fraction of the cost, businesses may shift away from expensive AI providers. This could disrupt what we call revenue streams and force US companies to rethink their strategies. On a geopolitical point of view or level, it also raises concerns about countries that will lead AI innovation in the coming decade. Let us now look at the potential challenges brought about by this model. So the first point is about accuracy and its limitations. So while Deepseek R1 is impressive, it is not without challenges. One issue is accuracy. Smaller models tend to struggle with more complex or highly specialized queries. They can also produce hallucinations or incorrect but confident sounding answers. Another challenge is scalability. In terms of scalability, there are questions being asked about whether Deepseek R1 can keep up with cutting-edge AI development in the long run. Okay. Finally, we have concerns over geopolitical and economic implications. Skeptics hold that China may have invested far more than reported to make Deepseek R1 seem unusually cheap. Eh, Potentially as a strategy to disrupt the US AI market. This one can be mischievous. So, final thoughts. In summary, what I'm saying is that Deepseek R1 represents a shift in AI accessibility and innovation. It is it highlights the potential for smaller, efficient AI models to disrupt the industry. Now, the future of this innovation, it reminds us that AI innovation doesn't just have to come from the big tech companies in the United States. We have smaller, more efficient models that can just be disruptive. If this trend continues, we could see AI becoming more decentralized, affordable, and accessible to a wider audience. While there is still challenges ahead, and the release of this Deepseek R1 signals a major shift in the AI landscape. So before we wrap up, if you found this discussion insightful, I'd love for you to like and share this video. If you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to reach out. And thank you so much for your time. Adios.